Hi everyone, it's Vicky here. I just wanted to put a quick video out there and thank all of you guys for watching and for becoming friends and subscribing. It's really cool. You never know what's going to happen when you do something like this, and I didn't even know if anyone would watch. So thank you very much for watching, and please feel free to say anything that you want. If there's anything that you want to know about what I'm doing or anything, please let me know. In this video, I wanted to talk about my top 5 reasons for choosing a raw vegan lifestyle or diet if you are overweight or morbidly obese, as I am. I just want to say that the things that I'm going to say are based on my own experience, and so I would suggest to anyone, like I did, that you go to the doctor and just make sure that it's okay with your doctor to make these changes before you do. Can't see that there's a problem. You're going to be eating a whole bunch of good food, but for me, I felt I had to do that, and I hope that if anyone out there is interested, you will too. So my top 5 reasons for becoming a raw vegan or a raw foodist if you're morbidly obese. The first reason that was really important to me was that I am never hungry. There's no reason to be hungry when you're a raw foodist, because if you're hungry you can eat. And this is something very important to me because I love to eat, and so I love food and I love to eat, and so I didn't want to have to do anything that was going to leave me feeling unsatisfied or unfulfilled, and becoming a raw foodist does so much more than that. If anything, it has the exact opposite effect. I feel incredibly satisfied and incredibly nourished, and so as a result, my cravings for things have gone way, way down because I am nourished. Number 2, by removing certain things from our diets, the changes that we start to notice are incredible. For me, a big problem that I had, and I didn't even realize it, although I suspected it, was that my body loves food that has gluten in it, but is really not very tolerant of gluten at all. And the reason I know that is because within 24 hours of becoming a raw foodist and not eating bread or bread products or anything containing gluten, I started to feel my joints and my back in particular, that's been causing me a lot of problem for a long time, started to feel much, much better. And I believe that's because the gluten, since it wasn't in my system any longer, there was no more gluten going in, was starting to allow my joints to become unglued. The other thing is that when you become a raw vegan or a raw foodist, you're naturally going to be taking in a lot less salt because you're eating processed foods and refined foods, and so that sort of water retention and bloatedness feeling that I often would have goes away. And that is a great thing. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is sort of a psychological one for me, and what it has to do with is really enjoying what I eat. I've always loved food and always will love food, but I have often and usually have had a love-hate relationship with it, because it has been the source of a lot of problems for me, my weight being one, a number of health issues. And when you become a raw foodist and you look down at the plate of food that you're about to eat and you see this beautiful, nutritious meal in front of you, you feel really good about it and that you want to eat it, and then you know that you're doing your body good. And that is a huge change from when you're eating, or when I was eating cooked food, and I had all of this internal struggle because I didn't want to overeat, I didn't want to eat too many calories, I wanted to make sure that I tried to keep my weight down, but then I would have cravings, and it just went on and on and on. Whereas now, I don't question what I'm eating at all. I know exactly what I'm eating, and I know that it's good for me. So that is a really positive thing. A really big change has happened to me in that way as a result of becoming a raw foodist. Reason number 4 for me in terms of why I became a raw foodist was because I'm not the most patient person in the world, and when we follow or try a lot of diets, you have to be very patient and work out and count calories and control portions and do all that kind of stuff. When I became a raw foodist, as I've said now many times, the results that I started to notice happened right away. I immediately started feeling better, and a lot of that was physical, a lot of it was psychological. That's all good if you ask me. The results happen quickly. And then the fifth top reason in my mind to become a raw foodist is that it tastes good. And it doesn't taste like eating hamburgers and french fries or anything, but raw food is so delicious. And it's because I think, again, there's that positive connection. You maybe, you're finally getting all of the vitamins and minerals that your body has been craving. When I think of all of the times that I would eat and then go for something else to eat even when I'd had a meal, or go for a snack even when I'd had a meal, I really believe that my body was seeking out that nutrition that I was missing because of the food choices that I made. And so now I get great tasting food, tastes amazing, awesome, and makes me feel good, and is chock full of vitamins and minerals and enzymes that a lot of people in the raw food world like to talk about, which, again, that's another benefit, but not in my top 5. So that's it for me. Quick top 5 on why becoming a raw foodist for me was a good idea, because I am morbidly obese. I needed to make some changes. This is the change that I decided to make, and those 5 things that I've just went over are the 5 reasons why it's working for me.